I'm back. So, wasn't going to do another unboxing for a while because I know those can get boring. A lot of people can complain about them. I don't understand why anybody would complain about anything when it comes to a video. But you don't have to watch it. So, when people say, "Oh, there's too many unboxings and it doesn't do any good," well, just don't watch it. Honestly, But that said, how you guys doing? I have something that did show up. And got my coffee here. I should get paid by Red Bull for as many of these as I consume, but roughly one a day. I think that's fine. And I've been told, caffeine-wise, one of these has less than the same amount of caffeine as like a half a cup of coffee. So really all you're getting is just a sugar blast, I guess, is all this is. And the taurine, which is not a big deal either. So. Monday afternoon, got my coffee, got something in the mail. So yeah, I wasn't going to do another unboxing video so quickly, but something showed up today from GMT, and the turnaround for this thing moved fairly quickly because when this went up for pre-order, I was one of the first to jump on it, and it didn't seem like I had to wait that long, so compared to some other things. But yeah, that came up, and what I'm talking about, this is not it, but it expands on this. And many of you should already be aware of this game, perhaps may not have played it, but should at least be aware of it. Others perhaps not. Fighting Formations, Großdeutschland Motorized Infantry Division by Mr. Chad Jensen, probably best known for Combat Commander, and I don't know if he's done anything else. But a Combat Commander really took off. I think it's okay. I'm not the Combat Commander fanatic that a lot of you are out there. A couple of reasons for that. One, there's this thing called ASL. But also, I thought that this game had more character to it than Combat Commander. Combat Commander plays fine, but this seemed to have a little more character, I guess you could say. The system that you use to run the game is unique. I haven't seen another system like this, which really intrigued me. One of my biggest things, if not the biggest thing, is game systems, probably over anything else, then designer notes. But yeah, I haven't seen another system like this. I think perhaps it might be, and I've said this in the past, a little too eccentric maybe for what it is for your typical war gamer out there. Maybe it just seems a little too oddball. But once you learn it and get a feel for it, it starts to shine. So I had to make a quick trip back to the library to pick this up. Off today. I get everything sent to the library because that's usually where I'm at, but also I don't know that I want to try my luck with having things left on the porch here. The neighborhood I live in seems to have a few savory characters moving through it at times, so I don't want to roll the dice on that. And some might say, well, who wants to steal a game? Well, it's not hard to steal packages off the porch. Open it up, go on eBay, see what people are getting for it, and sell it, whether they know what it is or not. So, not doing that. Got some circus peanuts for the cat to eat. She loves those. So here we are. This is Fighting Formations, Großdeutschland Division, and this would be the Battle for Kharkov. Now, interestingly, this says the game design for this is Brian Van Noordwijk. So unless Chad changed his name, which I don't think he did, this is a similar situation to the last one I did, where Adam Starkweather was the designer of the system, and somebody else used the system to design the Creek game. Well, it's looking like the same case here. Well, thank you, Brian, because this needed some love, some attention. You know, you take the time to learn the system, you play everything in there, and then what? Well, you're stuck. Now, you get rewarded even more so for learning a new system And more incentive for you to now learn fighting formations. Those of you that have been on the fence, get off the fence, learn this game. Combat Commander is great if you've been playing that, but put that on the shelf for a while and play some fighting formations. See what you think. You might find out you like it. Now, the box has a nice crushed crease on it, which is hard to believe because these boxes are like indestructible. As long as nothing inside is askew, we'll be pleased. So we got your playbook as expected. Ooh. Sources and suggested reading. And I appreciate the little extras like that that publishers take the time to do. So looks like 20 scenarios, a hefty sum. And I think this was only like $40 or something like that. Not very expensive. So a lot of bang for your buck. Got some historical notes by Mr. Van Nortwick himself. Nice little introduction. So there's your playbook. Got some new counters here, and I've seen some of these already on Board Game Geek. I think the cat's excited the package came here. Are you excited, lady? She's not talking to me. We have some Tiger 1s. Looks like Panzer 3Ms. And some Russian stuff. So yeah, I know, I hear you. Some of you are probably like, Jason, that's armor. You don't like armor. That's not true. I like armor fine. It just has to be done properly. And it's not, in my opinion, normally done properly. Either it's done too simplified and unrealistic, or it's overdone. ASL is kind of on the border with that overdone rule stuff. But, glossing over stuff. So you get two tables and charts, melee tables, melee procedure, targeted Soviet unit, targeted German unit, a barrage table. Get two of these, one for each player. Yeah. And the maps. Now, not to sound negative and complaining, but I will never understand, although I appreciate the aesthetic of these maps. It's a certain kind of vibe you get. I just don't understand the GMT's reluctance to do more realistic, better maps. This is fine. This is functional. It's easy to read and understand. No room for error. But it just seems like they could, I don't know, do a little bit more. And I take that back. We have Operation Dauntless from GMT has some great maps. But it just seems if they do, it's an infrequent thing. Why are we stuck with, again, not to sound complainy, but I don't understand how GMT is happy with this. But this is easily overlooked because the game system is what you get this for. Like I said, there's not another game system out there like this, and I will guarantee that. I'll put money down on that. This is a one and only original game system. I haven't checked on YouTube. There may be some videos on how to break into this system. For those of you that have a little intimidation factor with learning something new, that happens. So, I appreciate the amount of new maps we're getting. That's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You've got 10 new maps to mess with in this expansion. And that is heartily appreciated. So, this is, again, Fighting Formations Battle for Kharkov. This was one that I had on pre-order for a bit. Showed up today, happily. I think I have 2 other games on pre-order. That would be The Hunted Twilight of the U-Boats, and that's the third, is that the third installment for the Hunter series? Great series. Great solo series. If you want something solo and you can tolerate naval, naval's not my thing, but subs are cool. The Hunters series is fantastic solo game. And then I have the Russian Campaign Designer Signature Edition. Not just the Designer Edition, but the Designer Signature Edition. An oldie but a goodie. Is there a Board Game Hall of Fame? It should be in there if there is. If not, let's do a Board Game Hall of Fame and put Russian Campaign in there. So I have those two on pre-order, and there should be, I'm going to switch to ASL again, there should be an historical ASL module coming out this summer, and the name of that escapes me. Flames in Hatton. So look for that anytime, probably July, and I'm just guessing here, but look for that to be go on pre-order soon. And then I think they may have, speaking of pre-order stuff, maybe another ASL journal. Maybe we can expect one of those. Yeah, it's time, right? So I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Again, this was Fighting Formations, Großdeutschland Division's Battle for Kharkov, expansion game for Fighting Formations, Großdeutschland Motorized Infantry Division base game. You will need the base game to play this. This doesn't have the stuff that you need to play it, so you will need both. Just go ahead and order both, and you can thank me later. All right? Talk to you guys later.